KIMT News 3, coverage you can count on. This is KIMT News 3 at 6.
We are following up on the damage caused by last night's storm in Albert Lea. I'm KIMT News 3's Alec Lasham speaking with Freeborn County about what's next.
The Mason City Chamber of Commerce is kicking off its Building Community mural painting project. I'm KIMT News 3's Alex Jurgens with how the project aims to make the River City a little more lively. Coming up.
And we saw some more much calmer conditions across the area today, but I am tracking some more storm chances in our forecast. A look at that is coming up.
Thank you for joining us tonight for KIMT News 3 at 6. I'm Tyler Utzka, and first tonight we're continuing to follow the flooding that Albert Lea saw Tuesday night when at least 5 inches of rain fell there in roughly 2 hours. This is what Moran Park looked like at around 9 o'clock last night. As you can see, this part of Main Street and area parking lots flooded with a few vehicles stuck in the standing water. But now it's a much different scene. Tonight, KIMT News 3's Alec Lasham spoke with Freeborn County's Emergency Management Director and is in Albert Lea for us. Alec.
Well, Tyler, I spoke with Freeborn County's Rich Hall, who says damage is still being assessed in this area just off of Main Street in Albert Lea, where flooding last night left some vehicles underwater. Hall says it was all hands on deck last night after a storm doused 4 to 7 inches of water onto the city shortly after 7 p.m. He says businesses, houses, and vehicles were all affected on the east side of Main Street. Some of the damage includes waterlogged cars and trucks, as well as flooded basements at some houses. The storm arrived as MnDOT is in the middle of its Highway 65 Main Street project, which does include a flood mitigation measure, according to Hall.
They tore down the old Godfather's Pizza building there, and there's going to be a retention pond there, a water retention pond there to help with that, and then raising that highway up so that they can hopefully mitigate that problem.
Hall says the Red Cross is assisting right now on a case-by-case basis, but says the county is still unsure whether there will be financial assistance for individuals that were affected by last night's flooding. Live in Albert Lea, Alec Lasham, KIMT News 3.
And they call it flash flooding for a reason. It's there, and then the next second, it's gone. Thank you much, Alex. Now, Hall says that the Salvation Army has cleanup kits available for community members who saw any flood damage. All right, let's get you the latest on the forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Aaron White. But for right now, here's a live look over downtown Rochester. It's currently 79 degrees. Now, at times earlier today, it was far more humid than it is now. And then you go out and you get like a little breeze and it's almost cool.
A little bit. We're still seeing a little bit of humidity, but not as bad as it was this morning. So starting to see some improving conditions, but that breeze certainly does help as well. And also not stormy, so also some positivity right there. But as we look back at today, we had a little bit of sunshine this morning over in Albert Lea. Just a nice sight after all the storms we had last night, the flooding that we saw there in town. A little bit of cloud cover is still there, the humidity around, so it kind of felt muggy, but conditions are starting to get a little bit better, especially with that breeze that Tyler mentioned. And we're going to see that continue as we go into the day tomorrow. However, we are talking about another chance for some thunderstorms. Right now, temperatures are into the upper 70s to lower 80s. We got you at 81 in Mason City. Looking over Highway 52 in Rochester, we got you at 80 degrees. The wind is out of the east, about 8 miles per hour. And over the next few hours, temperatures will be dropping down into the middle 70s for about 10 o'clock. And then we are talking about some nicer conditions, at least for part of the day tomorrow, But there is also that chance for some thunderstorms, and I'll talk more about that and a full look ahead to your weekend forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Aaron. A new mural is taking shape in downtown Mason City. KIMT News 3's Alex Jurgens gives us a look at the Building Community mural going up at the Mason City Community Health Center. He joins us live now. And Alex, looks like we're making progress.
That's right, Tyler. Now, the painting itself hasn't quite yet commenced, but if you look on this wall here, which is turned into a beautiful canvas, mind you, there are outlines where people can literally fill in the spots that need to be painted. Take a look on your screen. This is what the mural will look like once it is officially completed. The mural is part of a new program from the Mason City Chamber of Commerce that aims to foster diversity and encourage more folks to move to town. Zoe Papachis is in charge of the mural, and instead of her painting the entire mural, she's encouraging businesses and individuals in recruiting to fill in the spots.
I feel like I have been able to leave my mark, and I feel like it's going to keep progressing that way. And I just hope that having people kind of kind of up close and personal with a project like this is going to show them like how much really goes into all the murals.
The amount of support that Papa Cheese has had in getting this mural painted has been overwhelming. 75 spots have been filled right now, and depending on the weather, the hope is to get the mural done by next weekend. Live in Mason City, Alex Jurgens, KIMT News 3.
I can't wait to see it all finished. Thank you very much, Alex. Now, the Chamber found that the greatest needs for Mason City are population growth as well as workforce attraction. The old Serta factory building in Clear Lake may have a new owner after they accepted a purchase offer for the property. Chad Schreck of the North Iowa Corridor Economic Development says a close on the building is expected to be done by the end of next month. He says the potential owner of the building would be a light industrial manufacturer that will bring around 40 jobs to Clear Lake in the first year. Serta Simmons Bedding announced that in April that it would be closing its Clear Lake facility. Still ahead, an Iowa teen is missing who authorities say met a man online. Who to call if you've seen her, and what law enforcement want you to know when it comes to your kids and social media. And later, we're looking ahead to pheasant hunting in Minnesota. Everything you need to know about this year's Minnesota Governor's Pheasant Opener.
KIMT News 3 at 6. Your local news with KIMT News 3's Tyler Yutzka. Tracking storms with Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Aaron White. This is KIMT News 3. More local news that is happening right now. We are coverage you can count on.